Hi students, welcome to your first flip video lesson in Honor Spanish 3. This video lesson is a review of the preterite tense regular verbs and then of the car-gar-zar verbs, which are just a tad irregular in the preterite tense. Again, this should be reviewed from last year. Make sure that you follow along and you take notes on the appropriate page in your packet, and I will check these for a homework grade. So let's get started. So first of all, what is the preterite? The past tense of a regular verb in English is formed simply by adding ed to the end of the infinitive form. So in Spanish, it's the same thing. It is the preterite tense is the past tense, and we use this to talk about actions that you or others have completed in the past. So how do we form the preterite tense? It's pretty easy. Just like in the present tense, we take off the ending of our verb, which is always either AR, ER, or IR, and we add a new ending. So for our AR verbs, we're going to take off the AR ending, and for each of our subject pronouns, we will add a different ending. So for the yo form, we will add E with an accent mark. So escalé, for example. For the to form, we will add aste, escalaste, for example. Usted, el, ella form, we will add o, escaló. The nosotros form, we will add amos. So for example, escalamos. Vosotros form, which again we only use in Spain, we're going to add astes, escalastes. And for ustedes, ellos, and ellas, we are going to add aron, escalaron. ER and IR verbs take the same endings as each other in the preterite tense. So you're going to take off either the ER or the IR on each verb, and you're going to add the following endings. For the yo form, you will add I with an accent mark, corrí, or salí. The to form, you will add iste, so corriste or saliste. For usted, el, ella, you'll add yo, so corrió or salió. The nosotros form, we will add imos, so corrimos o salimos. Vosotros, we add istes, corristes or salistes. And ustedes, ellos, ellas, we'll add ieron, so corrieron o salieron. So remember, this is a video, so if you need to pause this video or rewind this video at any time, please do so that you can make sure you get down all of the important information in your notes. So a couple of examples using the preterite tense. Yo escalé una montaña hoy. So I climbed a mountain today. This is the past tense. Or, for example, salimos de la casa a las 5 de la mañana. We left the house at 5 o'clock this morning. So these are both past tense sentences. So verbs with the endings car-gar and zar have one small change, but only in the yo form. So all other forms of that verb are regular. So below on this chart, I just put the yo forms and the to forms because every other form is going to be normal and take those regular AR preterite tense endings. So a verb that ends in car, for example, practicar, the yo form, when you take off the AR, you're going to be left with a C ending. You're going to change that C to a QU, but only in the yo form. So for example, yo practiqué, P-R-A-C-T-I-Q-U-E. If you left the C, it would be pronounced practicé, and that does not make any sense. So in the to form is normal, practicaste. Then we have the verb navegar. This is a gar verb, so when you take off your AR ending, you're left with a G. Well, that G is going to turn into a GU. Okay, so yo navegué, N-A-V-E-G-U-E. And then the to form is regular, navegaste. And then with zar verbs, for example, organizar, you're going to take off your AR ending, you're left with a Z. That is going to be changed to a C in the yo form, so organicé. Okay, and the to form is going to be regular, organizaste. So some examples using these verbs. ¿Quién organizó la excursión? Who organized the trip? And I'm noticing here, I left an accent mark off the O on organizó, so that is actually required. You do need an accent mark over the O in organizó. Actually, también en la excursión on that O. And then the second example, yo organicé la excursión, I organized the trip. Okay, so what I would like you to do for homework is underneath your notes, just anywhere on your notes page, write a list of key words that indicate the use of the preterite tense. We learned a whole bunch of them in Spanish 1 and in Spanish 2. The reason this is important is because we do have another past tense that you learned last year, which is called the imperfect, and that has a different set of indicator words. So again, write a list of key words that indicate the use of the preterite tense in Spanish. Again, I want these phrases to be Spanish phrases that you have learned. Again, I hope you took good notes. If there's anything you need to go back and re-watch, please feel free to rewind or replay this as many times as you would like.